My it is depression, postpartum depression, and my dad committed suicide. Growing older, I know I suffered from mental health problems. I had my daughter when I was 15. Postpartum depression hit me really bad. I contemplated suicide a few times. I think as far as suicide goes, you think that you're going to relieve any family members or anything from the burden of you, I think is what I felt the most. I felt like I was burdening others with my mental health issues. And then after my fourth daughter, I was kind of relapsing back into some pretty bad depression. I was diagnosed with postpartum depression, and I was struggling with that when my dad committed suicide. That was really difficult for me because part of me knew how alone he felt, and part of me wished I could have helped him. It made me stop and think about the way I was dealing with my depression and my problems. After my dad passed away, I learned that a lot of people around me had the same thoughts and worries and whatnot when it came to mental health issues as I did. And there were some people who said my dad was a coward for taking the way out that he did. And that really hit me hard because it's not a cowardly thing. And I joined the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and they try to do a lot of fundraisers and stuff for making mental health more of a resource that's out there, a resource that's valued, and teaching people who don't necessarily suffer from a mental illness about how they can help others and how they can recognize it. And I'm hoping that I can make a difference for people who, have suffered through depression and other things like that. My husband, number one. We've been together for 19 years, married for 13. He's the father of my youngest daughter. So he's been with me through the ups and downs and roundabouts. We've been through so much together, and he's definitely been my number one. Just finding the community around it and being able to talk about it. So being able to be real with others and say, hey, I've been there too, and it's okay. After my dad died, I decided, I had been trying for 12 years to get my nursing degree, and I decided just to hammer down and get it done. And I've enjoyed it so much that I'm starting to work on my master's degree. And yeah, so in 5 years I'm hoping to be an NP, to be able to reach out to more people just in a different way. Reach out to people you know. Reach out to people you don't know. I know nowadays, especially because of COVID, there's been more resources, especially online. There's a lot of counseling resources online, which is great because for someone like myself who has a hard time talking one-on-one with somebody, but through a computer or email or chat, sometimes it's easier. Finding a community of people. There's been mom groups and stuff where, we get to be raw and real with each other, and oftentimes that's just healing in of itself. And if you're somebody, like a family member, who's suspecting that your family member is suffering from mental illness, find resources, find ways that you can help them. And instead of making it seem like a bad thing, making it seem like, you're diagnosing them with an issue, just try to talk them through it, ask them what they're feeling, what their thoughts are, and ask them if there's ways you can help. Even sometimes just a quick phone call can change someone's whole day.